And his throw here's incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Rivers now to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Third and long for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Watch out for him on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got you, punk.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
23 yards, the final tally. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Mahomes on third, and that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Hey, Rocket.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. We're scoreless after one.
Single slot.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, Rocket.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Load it. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him.
Here's Rivers. On the screen, this is Eckler. Oh, up and over. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So forget the field goal, give them the 1st on that penalty.
How about that? That's one way to pick it up, but that's doing it the hard way, but they'll accept it.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Left. General West. He's checking. Crash. Rush in.
From the gun, Rivers. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some room to run now. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a...
He's got a man, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They go back to Gordon here on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing, Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Once more, here's Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because
there goes Melvin Gordon. And touchdown! Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Chiefs 10. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
43! 43! Hey, 15! Check. Look.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. He juked him. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rivers. He's got Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw, Rivers. Allen's got it, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again here, Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm here all day. Attack, attack! Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke